Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at amazing content, and the topic of today is what make a good goat house. As you guys know, like, we have various kind of goat houses that are built outside there. Like, for example, we have those that are built using like stones, using iron sheeting materials, using poles, using concrete, using grasses, and all that kind of thing. But guys, what I want to tell you is like all those houses they are broadly categorized into two different types. Like, for example, we have like the raised goat structure, and then the ground goat structures. So here at the farm we have the ground goat structures. So if you come to my farm, you will find out that I build my goat structure using the cheapest available materials. Like, for example, I use iron sheeting materials, I use nails, I use poles, and then the wire mesh, as you can see in the background. Those items that I've mentioned are very cheap, but in reality they are not very cheap. Like, for example, the iron sheeting materials, like, depending in the country you are in, not everyone can afford iron sheeting materials. Like, me here personally, like, I know a lot of people outside there who cannot afford iron sheeting materials, so they are living in a grass thatched house. Like, guys, like for example, like the basic example is me myself, like but mine is a little bit different, because like I started with I cannot afford like the iron sheeting material for my house, but now at this point, like, I'm capable, but still I'm still living in a grass thatched house. So, like, for example, like, if someone want to build like a structure using like iron sheeting materials, like, they have to put in a lot of work, they have to save money, then probably like at the end of the day, like they can buy like around 4 iron sheet, then they put it somewhere, like, yeah, they are ready to construct. So me, when I started this farm, like, I remember back then, like I cannot even like afford like iron sheeting materials. So like I was able like to afford only like 5 pieces of iron sheet. So like, as you can see, like when I started this farm, I used only 5 iron sheeting, but as you can see right now, like, the farm is very big. We have like more than 40 iron sheeting materials, like, for that we have used to roof our structure. So guys, is it not amazing? Yeah, it is amazing. So guys, according to you, what do you think make a good goat structures? Let me know in the comment down there. Like but without wasting much time, let's dive into it. Because a good goat structure should have what we call a spraying area. It is the area where I'm standing in right now. This area is very important, and I urge every goat farmer outside there should have what we call like a spraying area. In this area, we mainly spray our animals with a parasite, like, to protect our animals against the tick-borne diseases. So like as you can see, this area is very, very important. And from the spraying area, we are heading straight to what we call the exercising yard. Secondly, a good goat house should have what we call an exercising yard or area. So this is the largest portion of our goat structure. As you can see in the background, it is the same area that the goats are relaxing, they are sleeping there, like, they play there, they do a lot of things there. So like, a good goat house should have what we call a large exercising yard or area. And lastly, a good goat house should have what we call like a goat shed or a shelter. As you can see in the background, it is like this structure I'm talking about. This is what we call like the goat shed or the goat house. So all goat farmers there should really have what we call a goat shelter. As you can see right now, like, the animals are not even inside. So like, the animals spend most of their time outside in the exercising yard. That's why I said whether raised or a ground structure, all goat houses should have what we call an exercising yard, because it's very helpful for the animals. So but have you ever asked yourself, like, why do we really need a goat structure? Why should a farmer need a goat structure? So according to me, like, a farmer need a goat structure basically for security. Like, for the security, when we talk about security, it could be like too broad. Like, we need to protect our animals from people. Like, for example, like there are a lot of people outside there who doesn't want like to put in a lot of work, and then they want to wait like for stuff on the silver plate. So like, we are here working our ass up, like and then for them, like, they are waiting like in the night to come and steal our animals. So guys, like, if you want to prevent like people from breaking into your farm. Like I've already made a detailed video on that. Like I will leave a link in the description down below, so you make sure you go and watch watch that video. So secondly, in the security part of it, like also we need to protect our animal from the wild animal. For example, for those people who are doing their goat farming in the rural area, we need to protect our animal from from the wild animal. And guys, what I would really want to tell you guys, I really love this goat, because like goats are not like sheep, because like if anything happen to them, they will make sound, but for sheep, they just keep quiet until probably in case of the wild animal, they can even attack them when they are quiet. But for goat, this animal are just very sharp. Then secondly, a farmer need a goat structure, basically to provide to protect the animal from the harsh weather condition. When we talk about harsh weather, mainly we talk about these three key aspects. Like for example, during heavy rain, this animal need to protect themselves. So they will go under the shade, and then they protect themselves from heavy rain, even from scorching sunshine during the sunny days, and then the dry season. Guys, let me tell you, here it's just when the dry season turn up, it will be fucking hot, and then even you yourself, you can feel it. So the animal protect themselves by keeping themselves under the shade. Then also they can also protect themselves from the strong wind, during a raining day. So all those things happen under the goat shade. So that's why I think a farmer outside there need a goat structure. So if you're still with me up to this point, make sure you subscribe, share this video, so that you'll be part of this handsome family. You can also comment so that I know your opinion in the in the comment section. So guys, I want to tell you one thing, these animals, they don't even care when they're sleeping in a ground structure or in a raised structure. At the end of the day, is when they are comfortable. It's comfortability is what the animals need. So the animal will not say let's give this guy who is who has provided us with a raised structure, no kid, and then this one who is keeping in a ground structure, let's keep. So at the end of the day, what the animal need is what we call comfortability. So how can the animal be comfortable in their structure? First of all, the animal need to come back in the evening and sleep in a clean environment, whereby they don't sleep on their droppings. The animal have taken water, and the animal are full. That is all what the animal need. So in general, what I'm telling you, make sure you build the kind of structure you can afford. Don't compare yourself with others. Maybe for example, this other one has built a raised goat structure. Then what about me? I don't have much, but still I have to build a raised goat structure. No, you can build what you can afford. So guys, before we end this video, I have some tips for you over. So tip number one: when you are building your goat structure, you should build your goat structure at a slope, at a slope, so that when it rain, just the running water just go away. For example, here at the farm, if it rain within 10 to 15 minutes, the place is dry, the animal are ready to sleep. That is our point number one. Then secondly, our point number two is the orientation of your house. Your house should be oriented in a way that sunshine can just reach every part of the house throughout the day, so that in case it rains, the place can get dry. That's our point number two. Then our tip number three is at least if you have a place where we have those stone, as you can see in the background, I can advise you really to go and build your house there, because the animal really love this kind of structure. For example, when it rain, in the or even if it doesn't rain, in the evening, the animal, you find them themselves resting on the stone, because as you know, stone is a poor conductor of heat, so they absorb the light ray, the heat energy during the sunny day. Then in the night, they tend to release it slowly, so the animal love that warmth. So guys, that is pretty much it. And yeah, I hope this someone find this video helpful. So guys, we are out.